Learning should be about developing new ideas, new insights, applying them in the workplace, and that having an organizational impact. Otherwise, why do we do it? I'm concerned that there's a disconnect. The chain is broken between learning, which I've seen happen often enough, the application of that, which doesn't happen often enough, and the value that's created as a result of that learning application. And what bothers me the most is the perceived lack of value in learning. If there was felt to be more learning, then there would be more of it happening and people would be more motivated to do it. I'm concerned, very concerned, that this isn't the case. So why is this? I think it's because, to a large degree, we, meaning the human race, have been conditioned to classroom learning, to herding people into rooms and to pouring stuff over them without enough care around what does each person sat on those seats need that's different to the person they're sat next to. How can we expect real value, not just perceived, get people into a room, that's good value, that's giving us a return on our investment, because look at the number we got into this room. That doesn't work for me. It's when we actually drill down to individual needs and circumstances. It's when we say this single person, this one person out of 300 sometimes, has an individual set of needs. And only then can we create this connection between the individual person with these specific needs, is being worked upon. I'm being listened to. I'm being helped individually as a human being different from others. And it's only when that connection can be made that we get real value happening throughout the value chain, if you like. So why do this? Why take on this additional grief when very often, I've been in the business 40 years now, a client would say to me, oh, just do the training. That's all we need. Just do the training, go in there, tell them things, job done. I don't think that's job done at all. I think we should try and repair this connection, this chain that says what you learn will be valued, you will be helped to implement that learning, and then the organization will reward you in some way, not necessarily always only financially, although I've seen the impact of that. We need an incentive to learn and to actually use this learning to impact positively the organization. Otherwise, why do it? Why take on additional aggravation, as some might see it, when all you need to do is sit on a chair and be told things? So if we can do that, we, the developers in this world, will be the busiest people around, because they will perceive to be being a connection between what we do and attributively the impact on the organization. And that's unusual. Very few functions can do that. So if we can actually create this perception of learners seeing value from not just attendance, but active participation, that what we do in a learning and development sense isn't a distraction from what they consider to be more important things, like clamor for their phones as soon as there's a break and get into the real world again. The real world should be about what we work on with people, and then they'll be queuing at the door. They'll be banging down our doors to say, help me learn things which I can put into practice, which are then rewarded by the organization that I'm in, because that will help me achieve my goals in life. For as long as we don't do that, for as long as all we do is pour information over people and feel that's the end of the process, that chain will not be created. Learners need to feel there's worth and value in what we do with them. That means working as close to or at individual levels as possible. Organizations need to buy into this and reward people for the effort made to implement their learning. And developers need to more often tackle organizations and learners and say, you're here for a purpose. I'm here for a purpose. It's to help this organization get better.